headed into camp, and what do you feel like you need to prove specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of excitement, a lot of positive energy, within myself, but also just throughout the entire locker room. I think it's been a really productive off season. Great spring, great summer. We feel prepared, and I think that we feel we know what went wrong last year, and we've kind of really put emphasis on certain areas of our program to improve. We feel good, and then from a standpoint of what I need to prove, I don't know if there's one specific area. I think it's just really important that the season's coming. I mean, it's getting really serious, and so for me, the biggest thing is I want to play my best ball right now. And that's all you can do in these scenarios, and so that's kind of the main focus, and that's where I'm at mentally.
Phil said that you're 2 times the player you were at this time last year. Where do you think you've taken the biggest steps?
I think that I think that there's a lot of urgency with where I'm at and kind of my career and the situation in the program and all that, and so I think just kind of having a year of experience, and it was a short-lived playing time, but being able to take a lot from that experience and hone in on certain things throughout the off season. Sitting and talking with Coach Longo and just being extremely honest. Not sugarcoating anything. This is my first start, or this is my second start, or we're playing Ohio State. Like, just being completely honest about the situation and finding areas to improve and finding ways to get better. That's been something that's really helped me throughout the off season, and then you just naturally grow in the system. We've got more guys that have a really good feel for what we're trying to do offensively, and I think that collectively that's going to make any quarterback look better.
From your perspective, just what's the difference in the familiarity with the offense, and how much of a change has that made on the practice field? How much better do you think y'all are just as a whole unit?
I think that there's just a lot better feel for everything. In my opinion, football is not black and white. The way that you draw it up on the paper doesn't always look like that on the field, and so being able to play instinctually and being able to adjust on the fly, that's where I think this team this offense has made most of its improvements.
Braedyn, how did you feel when they brought Tyler in? Like, do you embrace the competition, or did you feel a certain way about it?
Oh, they're trying to make the room better and push the rest of the guys, and he's done that, and so. There's nothing. You play in big-time college football, it's going to be competitive to win a starting job anywhere. So, it was kind of how it went for me.
What's your relationship with him like so far?
It's good. He's a great guy. He's been a good addition to the room. Upbeat. Has been around a lot of teams and has a lot of good experience. And so we get along well. I think we see the game. We see the game similarly, and we both are chasing after the same things. And so it's been good. A lot of respect for him.
When you talk about urgency in your career, what do you mean by that?
Well, it's you get to your third year, and you're still kind of on the cusp of some things, and things have gone well, but I just think that for me, you want to make it happen. I think naturally that's kind of human instinct, and so that's kind of where the urgency comes from. Also, when I think you have a competitive quarterback room and you play a position where one guy's going to play, naturally there's urgency for all 5 guys in the room. So it's kind of where that comes from.
How excited are you to be back at Platteville once again with your teammates?
It'll be fun. I know we joke a lot, but it really is a special and unique experience that's kind of unlike anything else, in maybe any other sport. Just being somewhere completely, away from everybody, disconnected from the rest of college football, really the rest of the world, being with strictly your teammates and coaches, and it's a special time. It's a time where the team really grows a lot. It's a very competitive atmosphere, but then, we're able to kind of hone it in at night and come together and enjoy each other and spend time together. And so I love it. I really do.
Olympics are going on right now. Is there a sport you would do if you weren't playing major college football? Is there something that you like?
I play baseball. Yeah, that's what I played growing up, so that's kind of my thing.
Is there any added responsibility for you when bringing a wide receiver transfer, Summer, Joseph Griffin? How much do you kind of have to add to your plate just to kind of get a guy who started 2 years at Boston College up to speed and hopes that maybe brings you guys a similar role?
Yeah, no, it's I definitely take it upon myself, and I think the other quarterbacks do too, to kind of, like you said, bring him up to speed and get him where he needs to be, because we've seen on film, like, that guy can be a playmaker. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of raw ability, and for me, being on the younger side of the locker room and trying to step in and be in a huge leadership role, it's a great opportunity for me to show leadership and to really kind of take him under my wing and show him all that I know and what I've learned over the last 2 years. And so it's been he's a great addition to our team, and so we're glad to have him.
If you're able to win that starting job against Western Michigan, what do you think the difference will be for you coming out of fall camp? Why would you have won this job?
I think I've said it before, but I think that the mental aspect of the game will always be kind of my edge. One thing I've really learned about playing quarterback in college is it's not so much the ability that separates guys. You play quarterback at Wisconsin, you can throw the ball. That's kind of a given. And so just it's decision making, it's leadership, and it's accuracy. And those are the three main separators. And so if I was to win the starting job, I have a feeling that I would have been doing that at the highest level during camp.
You guys brought in three guys, true freshman running backs. We got to see Gideon in the spring, but with Dylan and Darian, what stands out about those two guys?
And they're freaks, man. They're fun to watch. I love those guys. They're like young pups running around. It's fun. So this camp is going to be big for them. I believe they can help us this year. It's tough when you get here in the middle of June and you've got whatever it is, 6 weeks till fall camp starts, and you're kind of swimming for that entire time. But when they get the ball in their hands, stuff becomes very natural for them, and so we need to try our best to do that during camp. And I think that they'll be great additions for us.
We talked